Welcome to Datapolis Workbox, the no-code solution to automate workflows in SharePoint. Now we know how to use states and actions to create workflow logic. We also know how to make and use forms and how to declare automated activities, but we still do not know how to manage permissions. In our workflow, a user who creates an approval request may be also its approver. He has permissions to make everything in this workflow. How can we deal with it? Workbox Designer has an additional feature we didn't talk about previously. In the upper left corner of the Designer window you can see Workbox roles. By using them we will set up all the necessary permissions. There are two predefined roles, Author, which represents the person who started the workflow, and all users. I will create another role and name it Approver. Roles are in fact user containers. The new role which I have created is empty and I need to add SharePoint users who will have permissions to approve a request. Let's assign the permission to our additional users, Jack and Anna. By default, the All Users role has permissions to launch every action in the workflow. I may check it by moving the mouse over the role icon. This will highlight the actions the role has permissions to. When I have the appropriate roles, I may begin to set up permissions. If I want Approver to have permission to approve or reject a request, I simply drag and drop the Approver role on the actions Approve and Reject. As you can see, Approver has permission to all action, approve and reject. Setting up action permissions means simply dragging and dropping an appropriate role icon on an appropriate action. Workbox also allows to set up permissions to SharePoint element fields. You may allow workflow roles to edit the chosen fields in appropriate states or leave them read-only. You may even hide the fields from users. You can set it up also by dragging and dropping role icon over the state, then choosing permissions in state properties. In our case, there are not many fields to be edited. Let's make the field title read-only to Approver, and editable for Author. We will uncheck permission to edit field. Here's nothing to change, all checkboxes should be checked. Now we have to remove default permissions for all users. It is important to say that SharePoint itself does not have the functionality of setting up permissions to element fields. Datapolis Workbox allows not only setting up such permissions but also doing it separately for every state. For example, if a workflow is in one state, a particular field may be editable, but when it goes to another, the field may be read only. After you set up all permissions, you will be able to see which role has rights to which workflow elements, and you may also check which element is attached to which role. When we mouse over Approve action, Approver role will be highlighted. Let's save and deploy our workflow. After the workflow is deployed, Author will be able to edit title field when the element is in approved state but will not be able to launch any action. Let's check it out. As you can see, actions Approve and Reject are not available in context menu for Author, but title field is editable. Now we will assign as Anna. As you remember, Anna was assigned to Approver role. Approve and Reject actions are available. What about editing item? As you can see, Anna has no permission to edit title field. Summary. Setting up permissions in Workbox is as easy as drag and drop. Workbox roles are the functional containers for SharePoint users. Permissions can be set up for launching the actions and for making element fields editable, read-only, or hidden. Users inside role containers may be added and removed dynamically during the process.